Hey gang, it's Bryan from FX Billiards. The video you're about to watch is about multi-rail position. And in each of the examples that I give you, I'm going to give you a very specific shot that I'm getting position on. Keep in mind that these shots can be used with the balls in any number of configurations and any number of positions. Use your own creativity to find other uses for each of these shots. Today, I'm going to show you how to get position on shots using three-rail position. We've done some of this in the past. This is going to be an updated version of this. And the last shot of this video is something that you all, I don't care what your level is, make sure you get that in your game because you'll be able to do a lot of things you can't currently do. Let's get started. We're playing 8-ball, but the game could be 9-ball. All of these shots are going to work regardless of what game you're playing. We're going to use three-rail position to get on this 5 because the 3 is down here and there are some obstacles. If we tried to get shape on the 3 and come this way, we risk running into the 9-ball, the 12-ball if we do anything that involves follow. There's a lot of different things. So one of the ways we could get down here to get on this 5-ball would be to shoot a stop shot on this 2-ball. And the reason we want to do this is because we give ourselves this great angle, this 45-degree angle. If you haven't seen my video on the most important angle in pool, this is it. We're not quite at 45 degrees, but we're close enough. We will send our cue ball off these two rails and then finally this rail with perfect speed to get on this 5-ball. So the shot looks like this. We just want to touch this rail, by the way. We don't want to hit it too hard and end up perfectly straight on the 5 because we still need to get on the 8-ball. But as you can see, I could have done a lot of different things. I could have stalled the ball here. I could have hit it even harder, got perfectly straight if I was on a different 8-ball situation. But from here, I can just pop it off the rail, come out here and get a shot on the 8. That's shot 1, 45-degree angle, and by the way, that's the second most important shot you're going to see today. Here we have a situation that might look very similar, but it is a bit more difficult. We are on the 5-ball this time. Our 8 is all the way down here. Getting on this 8-ball is not necessarily simple. As you shoot these shots, you will notice that on many occasions, we're going to be coming towards a corner pocket. But as you shoot more and more of them and get better and better at it, you will have a good understanding of exactly where your cue ball is going to land after it comes off of multiple rails. So let's take a look. Rail 1, 2, 3. We held up. We have nice position on this 8-ball. Let's look at a different angle and see what would happen. This time we're playing the 3-ball. We're a bit further from the pocket. We're going to have a much different angle when we come in this time. Look at the difference in this angle. This is something that you learn from shooting these shots. There's no magic behind it. There is math behind it, but you don't need to worry about it. All you need to do is shoot enough of them and you will know. If my object ball is further up there and I'm coming from a certain angle, it's going to take me lower on this rail. If it's further back, I'm going to take a different angle. It's going to take me higher on this rail. You'll get a feel for it, a knack for it. You will instinctively know, hey, I'm not going to scratch, or hey, I'm coming straight for this pocket, so I'm going to hold the cue ball up here. These shots are very dynamic, but you need to practice them. And once you do, it opens up an entire world of position for you. Let's look at something else. Okay, gang, this is a variation of the same shot, except now you can see we're almost straight in on this 3-ball. We happen to be on the wrong side of it, but this time we're going to draw it back, same route to get on our 8-ball, but we can't go forward. we can't run into this 9 ball. It's not going to allow us to go around the table. So we shoot our draw shot once again. Good follow through, left hand English. We come around, we hit our 3rd rail, we pull up for our 8 ball. That is one of my favorite shots in pool. If you watch the channel, you've seen it before. I wanted to show it to you because you need to understand that shots like that aren't only available when your cue ball is here. It's also available when your cue ball is there. When your cue ball is here, it's a lot of different places. There's a lot of different places where you could shoot that same shot, very similar shot, just like our 45-degree angle shot. Let's look at something else. One of the most underused shots in pool is using pocket hangers to get around the table. Here we're on the 5 ball, which is a clear pocket hanger. We have a route to this ball, but we need to get on the 7. So one of the things that we need to keep in mind is if we come off of this rail and this rail, even with running English, we're going to get on to this rail. But what if we actually use all 3 rails, put some pace on the ball, and use this rail to come out to get on the 7 ball? Now you're cooking with fire. And you get to hit the ball hard. I know the bangers are so excited, you're going to get to hit the ball hard because you want to have enough pace that you come off of here, roll out, and get shape on the 7 ball. So the shot will look like this. Spirit breaker, guys. That shot is not that difficult. It is a very simple shot. It is on your table all the time. A lot of you like to save balls in the pocket for insurance balls. This is why they make good insurance balls. Not because they're blocking the pocket, but because you can use those shots to get so many different places on the table. And you can usually make them from so many different places on the table. Let's look at the absolute most important shot of this 3-rail family. Okay, gang, at this point, this shot should look familiar to you because this is the genesis of every other shot you saw so far. We're on the wrong side of this 7 ball. We can come off of 3 rails, here, here, and here, to get down table for this 8 ball. Here's your disclaimer. This shot is going to come almost directly down in here to this pocket if you have certain angles. From here, we're headed to the corner pocket. Okay? From here, we're headed to the short rail. From here, we're headed to this rail. The way you find out, the way you understand how these angles work is by shooting them. Don't wait until you're in a match to shoot this. You'll come around 3 rails, everybody will go, ooh, and then you drop in this pocket and go, oh. So you need to understand where the cue ball is by shooting these shots, different angles, different speeds, so you know whether or not you need to hold up, let it go, or bounce off of one of these rails. If you overhit it and you hit one of these rails, you're okay. This part's not okay. Very often there will be something there that will block your route. You might even use it to break up a cluster. That's a different video. But we shoot this with high left-hand English, just a little bit of pace. You don't need to slam the ball. If you have good stroke on it and you have the right amount of left-hand English, which is just high left, guys, you don't need to kill yourself worrying about tips of English. You're going to get on this ball. If I overhit it, I hit the rail here because of the angle that I had. But shoot these, practice them. That shot is the most important 3-rail shot in pool because it gives you so many other ideas about what you can do as far as getting position around the table. And stay tuned for outtakes. And don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and watch the next video. Have a great day. Hey gang, it's Bryan from FX Billiards. Today we're going to talk about 3-rail position. Now, I'm going to turn the fire off. That's something that comes with time and touch. So here we play high left. We're going to come just about here on this shot, move in a nice line with the 5 ball in a situation where we can actually stun out and get on the 8. Now we have to bank to 8. Not the way I wanted to do it.